Hello and welcome to the Tour of Pleasure here in the Enchanted Kingdom of Hermione. I'm your host, Zip Gun, coming back after a bit of a layoff, recharge my batteries, get back to doing stuff. Today I want to talk about one of those great things that happens every once in a while. It's when you get this highly anticipated new release that you know, oh boy, it's got what on it? And you know it's going to be really good. And then it turns out to be even better than you thought it was going to be. Now, this doesn't happen to me a lot because I'm a cynical old guy. But this came out, I don't remember when, it's already worth a goddamn fortune. But when I heard this was coming out, I immediately ordered a copy of it. This being the On the Corner, well, the complete On the Corner sessions, they call it. Not really a great name for it, but whatever. The studio stuff from the first half of the 70s is what it is. Now, that makes it really cool and very interesting. I even kept the sticker. There you go. And so this is essentially the box set of the album On the Corner. Most of the album Get Up With It. Let's see. And a whole bunch of extra stuff from around On the Corner and then from around the era of Get Up With It, which is 1974. There's one song featuring Sam Morrison on sax, which is the first one I've ever heard. And although Sam doesn't really get the blow on it, it's the only song before Miles retired for 5 years and basically disappeared into a huge cloud of coke dust. Now, the records involved in this reissue, mainly On the Corner and Get Up With It, are fantastic records, in my opinion. Get Up With It is probably my favorite record out of all the CDs in this room. I still think Get Up With It might be my favorite by a tiny margin. And so you get this, it's a really good, like it's a book thing, you know. They've got the basically number. Now, disc 1 is On the Corner, unedited master. This is basically the rough tapes of On the Corner. There's also a song called Jabali. And I wish, the only problem is they don't have the personnel here. Second disc is Ife, which is from Big Fun. Rated X, which is from Get Up With It. And then a song called Chieftain, one called Turnaround, and one called You Turn Around. And those are outtakes from, I think, 72. If I remember correctly, the much maligned Kalal Balakrishna is on those. Then CD3, Billy Preston is from Get Up With It. The Hand is unreleased. Peace, Mr. Foster, and Big Fun / Hollywood. These are all unreleased, all from about 73, 74. CD4 is Calypso for Limo and He Loved Him Madly, which you've probably already got. CD5 is Maisha Mtume, an alternate of Mtume, which isn't as good. Hip Skip, which would be great if Pete Cozy wasn't playing drums on it. What They Do, which is terrific, full-on mid-late 70s sort of jam, Miles jam. And then there's Minnie, which is the song with Sam Morrison. Then the last CD is, I do believe, the album version of On the Corner and the Big Fun / Hollywood 7-inch at the end, which is kind of neat. Anyways, there's not a lot I can say about this. If you like these two albums, you're going to love these outtakes. And there's all this great record nut stuff like me. Guys like me will love this. Get pictures of the labels of Molester Part 1, which is also on here and which is also really hard to find. Pretty sure Molester's on here. Where does it be? Maybe it's not on here. Maybe it's on the previous box set. Now, from my viewpoint, the reason this is so great is Pete Cozy is all over it. Reggie Lucas is all over it. Dominique Galmont plays a considerable amount on this. And John McLaughlin plays on it. So a pretty good grab bag of fabulous guitar players. Who's the other guy? David Kramer? David Kramer, I think, might play on this. Now, one thing that's a bit of a knock is to figure this all out, you got to go digging into the booklet. And it's not in any one particular place. Yeah. Kalal Balakrishna. Kalal Balakrishna was in the band for, I think it was 4 months. Is he here? So that's September 6th. That's December 8th. He's on both sessions. I think he was in the band then. August 23rd. He's there. He's not on this though. So he wasn't in the band in June. So he joined the band after June the 12th. And he was there until at least December the 8th. So there you go. You learn something every day. The only man that played with Miles Davis to have no internet profile whatsoever. On the electric sitar, which is a great sounding thing. Once you get the hang of these records, you can tell when he's playing it. It sort of sounds like a funky wah-wah guitar, because that's what it really kind of is. Anyways, yep, Red China Blues. It's all there. It was worth every nickel I paid for it. And as far as the Electric Miles stuff goes, you really can't go wrong. The worst stuff on this isn't super terrible, but anything worse than that, you probably don't need it. So, really nicely wrapped up. Now what they need to do is put a box like this out of the live stuff from this era. Then we'll be very happy, because there's at least 3 we've already got, and there's a million out there that we probably have on bootlegs, that there's probably great tapes of somewhere, because he probably did this whole thing in places like Norway. Anyways, I'm going to do a few more of these. I'm going to dig them out, talk about them. Old news now, but still worth talking about. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Take care. Look after each other, and we'll talk to you soon.